Hi, I'm Zachary Cowan, the author of the Study Daily Books, and thanks for joining me for a look at Doctrine and Covenants, section 117. After the collapse of the Kirtland Safety Society and the departure of Joseph Smith from Kirtland, there is financial ruin all over the city, and it's prevalent. And people are being asked to gather, those who are faithful to following the prophet, to Missouri. But some of the leading members of the church are having a very difficult time putting together their financial portfolios and moving to Missouri. William Marks and Newell K. Whitney, two great leading prominent members of the church, and they're not going. See, financial stress can cause a whole lot of our financial stability can cause a whole lot of stress. And the Lord gives counsel to those who find themselves in such positions, which a lot of us do. So go ahead, pause your video, check out section 117, verses 1 through 11. What is the Lord's counsel when we find ourselves in financial stress? Thanks for studying. So I'm sure you noticed that the Lord said, look, at this point, I want you to gather together with the saints and have the blessings of being with them and quit worrying so much about your financial situation. It is but a drop. Sometimes we concern ourselves over things that to the Lord are just a very small, insignificant thing. Now, in verse 10, there's a promise that, or is it 11? Verse 11, Newell K. Whitney is told not to join with the Nicolaitan band. This is a group of early saints, like in the book of Revelations, we find reference to them, who apostatized from the truth. They followed a leader, Nicholas, and they started to practice in lascivious activities and to perform sexual rites and different things like this, things that were outside of the bonds of the gospel of Jesus Christ, and they eventually led away. Now, Newell K. Whitney is not participating in anything weird, but the Lord is making a comparison saying you're following your appetites rather than giving attention to your calling. There are things today that are of the Nicolaitan band that seek to draw us away from doing the things of the Lord and instead after our appetites and pleasure. And it could be for profit or gain or other things, that we have an opportunity to serve the Lord. Now, while other people are being asked to go to Kirtland or leave Kirtland and go to Missouri, Oliver Granger is being asked to stay to settle up the affairs of the church and to try to make good on the promises the church has made. So go ahead, pause your video, check out verses 12 through 16, and look for the promises the Lord makes to a man who is trying to do his calling. And these are the promises the Lord makes to us as we try to do what he's asked us. Hey, thanks for studying. One of my favorite things that the Lord told Oliver and promised to all of us is verse 13, that when he falls, he shall rise again. God doesn't expect Oliver to be perfect in his calling and what he's been asked to do. And he says, look, your sacrifice is greater than your increase. By and large, Oliver Granger is going to fail in the assignment he gave. But he tried and he went forth and he did his best. And because of that, his name is held in sacred remembrance and the Lord loves him. I promise that the Lord loves you as you're striving to do things that God has asked you to do. And you just put forth effort. Even if you fall and you fail, God will bless you to rise up and to increase and to have more power. And as you do this, I hope you see these same promises in your life. I'm grateful for a God who asks us to be cautious of what we give our appetites and desires to. And then when we do sacrifice, he promises he will raise us up. Thanks for studying. Thanks for coming. See you next time.